Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing great. So already we have started LangChain new version series and we have understood what exactly the model invoke, how we can invoke different queries, batch query. You have not seen that video, you can watch that video. So in today's video, we'll discuss about tool. What exactly the tool is, why we are going to use tool, what is the benefit of tool. So let's understand that, and also we'll do the coding in all these point, how to use the tool in LLM, and we'll use the open source grok model. Okay, let's start what exactly the tool is. Now everyone, like we all know, we have a model called any model, like we have a LLM. We are asking some query to LLM and it is giving us the response. Okay, now why we are using tool? Now we have a LLM and we are asking some information and it's giving the answer. Now suppose, just imagine the LLM who is trained on 2025 Jan. Up to this LLM trained on, like, whatever the data up to 2025 January, the LLM has trained. Now if I'll ask any question after 2025, it will not give me the answer. It will make some hallucination answer, or it will say like I don't have answer. It will give the old answer. Suppose if I'll ask some recent news happened, like some Bihar election news, who won the election, on the seat related, so it won't give me the proper answer. That is one demerit. For that we are like using RAG and all to solve. Now second thing is, suppose i I have a assistant, I have a chatbot. This is my chatbot. Here I'm asking questions like what is BLR, Bangalore weather today. Okay, or I'm asking what is ticket price of Indigo from BLR to USA. Something like this I'm asking some question. Or I'm asking, tell me how many employee present in my company. Okay, so what happening in this, so whenever I'm asking this type of question, the question will come to the LLM, and LLM will check like whether I have information of Bangalore weather or not. It will check, yeah, I have some information, but it's saying today, so I don't have that information, so LLM cannot give the correct answer. Now second thing is, what is the ticket price of Indigo? It will check whether, like, what is the ticket price of, it will give me some old price, whatever the data it's trained on. That is also wrong, because I want the current price. And tell me how many employees present in my company. For this also it cannot give me the answer. So for this, what we are doing, how we are normally getting this information. Suppose if I'll check the weather of Bangalore today, so what I'm doing, I'm calling some API. I'm calling some API and passing location. Location I'm passing, then it is giving me the answer. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm creating a URL and passing a location. I'm calling the API. So I can create a method def weather, and I'll add the parameter called location, and I'll call API format answer return. Like this I am doing the, whenever I'm using, I'm doing like this. But I want this this thing using LLM. I have a LLM LLM whose is trained on huge number of data, public data. Now I want to integrate this particular weather to this LLM. Okay, plus weather, so that if I'll ask any question related to this public data, query related to this public data, it will give me the answer. And if I'll ask anything related to the weather, it will, LLM have capability, reasoning capability, it will understand what exactly my user is asking, what exactly the query is. It can break and it can send that particular query to, if it is a weather public data, it will send. If it is a weather data related query, it will send to the weather. Now it will give me the answer. Now this method, whatever we have written here in LLM world, we call it tool. Okay, suppose we have 10 method, weather and a indigo price, employee data, some different rag, we have different method. So those method we call tool. So how LLM is understanding this particular method, like which method it will call. So that how we are giving LLM to instruction, this particular method is responsibility for this task, we can add the doc string. So here we have to add what exactly the weather method is and what it will return and what will take the input. We can write here input, location, and some description we write, and output, what output it will give. In doc string we can write. So by looking at the doc string, LLM will understand, okay, this method is responsibility or it will do this particular task. If I LLM will get that query, it will redirect to this particular method. Now we have a method. Suppose method 1, let's call it tool. Tool 1, tool 2, tool 3, like that I have 10 tool. What we have to do, all this tool we have to bind with a LLM model. I created a model, I have to plus bind, and we have to pass list of tools to this model, so that now LLM have all these capabilities. Now method tool plus reasoning plus trend data. Now whenever I'll ask some query, weather of BLR, ask to this, suppose this is now my LLM. This is my, all together this is my LLM. I'll ask with some prompt, to this LLM, it will give me the answer. Okay, so now let's understand how we can using LangChain. So first, we can do install, as we already know. We can do the installation, LangChain grok, LangChain. So why we are using this LangChain grok? Because already I discussed this for free. Then we can initialize the model. I have already discussed about how to invoke and all in last video. You can watch that. Then I'm initializing GPT model, OpenAI GPT model. Now here is the tool, our fast tool. So what we are using here, from LangChain dot tools. So all the tool information is present LangChain dot tools. From LangChain dot tools we are importing tools. Then I'm creating a method called get weather. Location is a string and it will return a string also. Here I am giving a annotator called tool. Okay, this is like a normal tool binding with models. When we'll learn about advanced topic of tools React agent, all those things will again cover this tool in depth, like what exactly we can, like how exactly we can add description and all. So this is also you can use in your task or in your chatbot when you are calling to a LLM. So here you can see this is the doc string I am added here. Get the weather at the location, whatever the location LLM given, you can ask. So I'm not calling any API, I'm simply giving the default answer. It's a sunny in location, whatever location it is. Then what I'm created already model here, model dot bind underscore tools. Okay, so this is my tools now. Then list of tools you can pass, get weather comma different tools you can pass. Now when I'm asking response equals to model with tools, now initialize with new variable called model with tools. Earlier it was only model, now model with tools dot invoke what is the weather like in Boston. Now what happening here, the LLM the LLM here is not directly calling the tool. It is giving me the tool message. What exactly? Let's understand. Now, when I'm asking to invoke this particular question, let me show you the response. Print response. Now, what is saying? Content is nothing. There is no content. It's given. What is saying? Additional keyword reasoning content. User asks what's the weather like in Boston. We need to get weather for function get weather with location Boston. So you can see how it's reasoning like performing. Then you can see a key called tool underscore called. This is my tool ID. Okay. This is my tool ID, and function you can see argument is my one argument is called location, that is pass the, it's automatically the LLM is creating automatically the value which I given here in my query. So it's created location, it's understood like Boston is a location, so it has given assigned to the location as a Boston. What name? The name of the method get weather. Type function. Okay, so these are other information like about the token, time taken, all those things. Now what I'm doing here, LLM this response dot tool calls. So when I will run this, tool is get weather, argument is location and Boston. So now LLM have capabilities to understand the query and format the proper which method has to call with argument location is Boston. Now I can call that particular I can call that particular method manually also. But when we learn about agent, that time no need to run these methods or call that method manually. It will automatically format this query, automatically it will call to that get weather. So first we'll go step by step, we'll learn basic what exactly happening, how exactly happening this tool call. So now what it given, it gave me the a format, what method I have to call, what parameter I have to give. Method is tool the tool get weather, argument location Western. Okay, so far good. Now if you see this, what I'm using here, again I'm created same thing bind model dot bind tools model with tools, whatever I created here, this one I have created here. Now here a message I'm writing, what is the weather in Boston. Then I'm invoke message, this particular message I messaged. Then message dot append AI underscore message. So what exactly happening here? So first I created a message. Okay, so if you already saw my last video, I discussed about AI message, system message, and human message. So we created a human message here. Human message. What created? Weather. We asked what is weather? Weather Boston. Okay. Now we asked to LLM, and LLM gave us the some output. It gave me some output called AI underscore message. Okay. Let me first print. Let me first print here. Print AI message. Now you can see this is my AI message is coming. Whatever we saw here, exactly the same thing is in my AI underscore message. What exactly in my message? It is a list of messages. So first I asked like user asked, like human asked, what is weather in Western. Now what I'm doing here, message dot append AI underscore message. Okay, so I'm appending that particular message, whatever like LLM gave me this message, I'm appending with the message. Now if I'll again print message, so you can see earlier I had this message. This is what my human message. Now you can see one more class came here, AI message. That means I asked this question from a human. I asked, now LLM gave me this particular message. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, I appended this. Then here what I'm doing, let me show you. Here what I'm doing, I'm just iterating this AI underscore message tool calls, like how many tool calls created inside this message, AI message. So you can see here tool calls, a list of tool calls. So here up to this tool calls happened. Function is this function called weather is get weather is name, function name, location is variable. So what I did, tool result. So I asked get weather dot invoke tool call. Okay, this particular method I invoked so we all know like how we call the method. We call simply get method, then bracket we pass the argument. But here what we are doing, it's already converted into tools, so that's why we are invoking get weather dot invoke tool call. So in tool call what it is, let me print tab control Z print. Okay, so now this is my tool call, name weather, argument this, and id this, type is tool underscore call. So when I'll invoke and I'll pass this information, it will call this particular get weather method and it will get the result. In tool result what we got, let's see. If I'll print this, so you can see first we had our human message up to this. Now then AI message, the AI message came up to this. Which AI message? This one, the first tool called the reasoning happened and they plan to call the tools. Now then we call the tools manually. We call this get weather dot invoke tools and it gave me the tool result, and we appended this tool result with the message. What we appended this, what is exactly present in this tool underscore result? This thing, tool message. So it's created a new message. We are like so far we studied AI message and human message, system message. There is one more message called tool message. Whatever the answer will come from the tool, it will be again a tool message. In tool message you can see content. It's a the answer it came from the tool. What answer? It's a Sunny in Boston. If you'll see the method, then we can see it's a Sunny in location. Whatever location you passed, that particular answer it will come. Now this all is ready for invoking. I'll this completely I will send to a LLM and LLM will give me the answer. What I did, I model with tools dot invoke this particular message I called. Now print final message dot text. It's a Sunny in Boston right now. So you can see like answer came, it's a Sunny in Boston, but it's created a formatted answer. It's Sunny in Boston right now. Okay, if we'll see the final response, so you can see AI message. It is Sunny in Boston right now. All this information. Okay, so this is how we can create tools and we can call. Also, if you have a multiple tools in the bind tools, you have you can pass the multiple tools and you can give a choice also, tool choice, which tool you want to call. If you pass any, then any tool it will call based on the your requirement. If you can pass also tool underscore one or two, whatever which tool you want to prefer, you can pass like that also. Okay, so you can customize this particular, because we have now customization, because we are only from LLM what we are getting tools calls, whether we are going to call tools or not. Based on that we can customize, whether if it is a get whether we can call like that. If you can see here tool call name, if it's a get whether, then we'll call this get whether method. If it is a different method, we can call like that, and we'll generate the answer and we'll use it. Okay, suppose you have multiple tools call at a time, so in that also you can customize that. Okay, and also parallel tool calls. In bind tools there is a one more parameter called parallel tool calls, or like parallelly it can call multiple tools, so that you can make it false or you can make it true. So you can try all these things by yourself. If you have any doubt anything, you can comment down in this video. I'll check that. So hope you understood what exactly the tool is, why we are using tool. So I'll create one more video when we are going the advanced level of agent and all. That time we'll create the completely end to end, no need to do this for loop and all. So we'll directly use the tool called inside the LLM. LLM will automatically call that particular tool and it will generate the answer. Hope you like this video, and if you have any doubt anything, you can let me know. In upcoming, like in the next video, we'll discuss about output structure, like how we can create the like structure output in different like pydantic, typedict, JSON, different kind of format. So hope you subscribe my channel so that I'll get some motivation to create new videos on this. See you in next video. Thank you. Bye.